Hi everybody, Thomas Willems. I am a channel manager at OpSWAT. Today I'm just going to give you a high-level overview of our platform that protects both IT and OT for the world's critical infrastructure. We're going to start on the OT side. One of the biggest hurdles that customers face today is just the growing complexity of their network, and also having to do more with less. So if you have a customer, say that's a small energy company, for example, they might have a very small set of workers that need to kind of monitor and wear multiple hats. So first we have our Neuralyzer, which actually can give you an insight into what's connected on your network and just let you inventory your assets that are connected. And then there's alerts that can come up that if something gets connected to the network that you weren't expecting or is an unknown, it'll alert you what it is and where it is, that you can send somebody, like a technician or an engineer, out to see what it is. Next we have our OT Fuse, which is a hardened firewall. This is kind of a last line of defense to protect everything here. When commands are sent from an engineering workstation, maybe that are outside of the typical requirements or language, this will block it and alert you that something is wrong with the commands. Next, we have our actual engineering workstation. And here we have our firewall, USB firewall, so that anything that gets plugged into the actual station has to get scanned. And then we have a USB drive as well. So how do we get files or data from an IT environment over to the OT environment? We've got our main MetaDefender kiosk here. So this will scan anything from a phone to USB to CD-ROM, CD, DVD, and make sure that whatever somebody's trying to bring into the environment is safe. This has deep CDR, which is content, disarm, and reconstruct, which actually will take a file apart, remove anything malicious, remove anything that it doesn't know or might be malicious, and then put it back together so that the file looks like how it should. From here, we can also add up to 30 AV engines, so you really your efficacy rate goes up to into the high 90s the more engines you add. Once it's scanned, it'll hit our net wall. These are unidirectional bilateral movement, so the data goes one way, and you know for a fact that it's going to our MetaDefender vault. So the files will go in here, and you know that they're safe because they got scanned here. And you can also add the MetaDefender platform into these net walls for initial scanning until it hits the vault. And then once it's in the vault, you can actually receive an audited log of the files that are going into the vault. And then when they get retrieved, you'll also get a log of those as well. On our IT side, we have our MetaDefender drive, which helps protect supply chain. And then down here we have our MetaDefender core. So any customers that you might have that, for example, an insurance company that people are uploading documents or claim forms, they'll actually get scanned. Those files will get scanned again with our MetaDefender platform. So AV engines, deep CDR, to make sure that anything that goes into your environment from a file perspective is safe. Email is obviously a huge attack point for bad actors. So we have MetaDefender email security, which has anti-phishing, antivirus, and can be on-prem or in the cloud. MetaAccess is our other kind of flagship platform. So think of this as a device compliance check. So it'll check to make sure any BYOD device that is trying to connect to your network is postures checked to ensure that it's safe to join the network. And then finally, we have our MetaDefender for secure storage. So when files are at rest, MetaDefender secure storage will actually continually scan those to make sure that they're safe. We've also have a lot of technology alliances with big vendors that you are probably typically already selling, such as A10, F5, Dell, AWS. So it really gives you an easy way to talk to customers on that you might have already sold those other products to introduce some of these other IT products that we have to really harden their environment. So we'd love to get some more time with you guys and my engineer and our product team to deep dive in any of our products and get you comfortable to sell this to your customers. Thank you.